A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms has been building toward Dunk's trial of seven ever since his clash with Arion. The ending, with Baelor joining Dunk's side, sets up Episode 5, titled In the Name of the Mother, to finally hit the main event as the trial kicks off. Troll, telling everyone to stay mounted and leave the three Kingsguard to him, since their vows prevent them from striking him. Still, nerves are high. Dunk is practically hyperventilating inside his helmet, barely able to see, and Raymond has no experience at all. Even so, Dunk doesn't say a tearful goodbye to Egg, staying upbeat for the boy and telling him to be there when he returns, echoing a moment from Episode 2. Since the series centers on their bond, this scene proves their closeness as Egg spends the last moments before the trial speaking to Dunk rather than any family members. When the charge begins, Dunk hesitates, but Egg calls to his warhorse, Thunder, pushing him forward. Dunk's shield is shattered almost immediately in the chaos. A broken lance pierces his side, and he's thrown off his horse. If you're a casual TV viewer, then you know it's flashback time. Dunk's fall transitions into an extended flashback before he met Sir Arlan of Pennytree. During the Blackfire Rebellion, Dunk was an orphan wandering fleet, stealing what they can to sell and raise money to leave. A gold cloak named Alistair catches them, but they escape, with Rafe even snatching his aleskin. They manage enough for passage, though Dunk hesitates. Rafe pushes him to stick to the plan because he cares for her and doesn't want to be left behind. The next day, the cost to sail from Westeros rises, forcing them to stay longer. Alistair returns furious over the stolen aleskin, taking the money Rafe had saved. Rafe retaliates with a knife, but Alistair slits her throat. Dunk attacks, but gets stabbed in the leg. Before Alistair can finish him, a drunk Sir Arlan arrives, killing Alistair and his accomplice while Dunk watches his friend die. This tragic backstory explains Dunk's devotion to protecting the small folk, since he once needed a knight's protection. Dunk mourns alone until he spots Arlan, stumbling through the streets, and decides to follow him, limping behind. With no supplies, he grows sick and cold, while Arlan drinks and sings at his camp, eventually noticing Dunk's suffering. When Dunk collapses, Arlan gives him water and tells him to get up, beginning the mentorship that turns Dunk into his squire. While the backstory is engaging, its placement interrupts the most climactic part of the season. Egg calls for him desperately as Dunk sinks lower. Just as Arion is about to be declared the victor, Dunk hears Arlan's voice and pushes himself up. The crowd cheers as Dunk faces Arion again. Both are battered but determined. Dunk pins Arion down, pounding his head until he yields. He drags Arion to the presiding lords, forcing him to withdraw his accusation publicly, ending the fight. The duel is impressive, though the episode mainly focuses on these two, sidelining the other 12 combatants. Afterward, Dunk collapses, and Raymond and Steely Pate catch him, tending to his injuries. Steely Pate must cut off his armor, but they report that only Humphrey Beesbury died of the seven on their side. Baelor joins with his Meister's aid. Dunk pledges himself to the prince, struggling to stand. Things take a grim turn when Baelor removes his helmet, revealing a fatal head wound from his brother's mace. Baelor falls into Dunk's arms as the Hedge Knight apologizes. The episode lets Dunk clear his name but ends with a dark twist, leading into the Season 1 finale.